like, comment, share, subscribe. Welcome to Flat Life TV, where we connect music, streets, and culture. Today we got a special guest. Want to introduce yourself?
Yes, sir. My name is Wayne Singleton, and I am the band leader of Wayne Singleton, featuring the Urban Kreyol Band that was just put together this year.
All right. For those who don't know, who is Wayne Singleton?
I'm probably a 30-year veteran in the Zydeco industry. I've been playing a long time with a lot of different bands on a lot of different instruments. And about 20 years ago, I started the band Wayne Singleton and Same Old Two Step. And recently, since my kids are involved, we put a new band together, which is the Urban Kreyol Band that I'm in front of. And I've been here all this time, living the Creole life on my farm and playing music all across the country and overseas.
All right. Where you from?
I'm originally from here, which is Lewisburg, Louisiana. It's between Church Point and Opelousas. I've been here all my life, as well as my whole family. This is where it all started for us, the music, the culture, everything for us right here in Lewisburg.
All right. Now I got a question for you. Where Belleville at? Well, Bellevue.
Bellevue, about 2 minutes down the street.
All right.
We all chopped up right. Bellevue, Lewisburg, pretty much the same thing, but it's right down the street from here. If I get on my bike, I'm in Bellevue.
All right. What was it like for you growing up in Lewisburg?
Well, pretty much what you getting here. All the sounds of the farm. I was brought up here in the country, playing outside as a kid, being exposed to Zydeco music and all kind of other music as well. But this is pretty much what it was: gravel roads, playing outside, farm life. Like I said, all the animals that come along with it.
All right. Where did the name Urban Kreyol Band come from?
Well, for many years, I had the band Same Old Two Step. I'm one of these people. I aspire to be different at anything and everything that I do. I guess you can call it contrary. I like going against the grain.
Right.
Zydeco music been here for years. I'm a product of Zydeco music. If it wasn't for Zydeco music, there would not be any Wayne. Since my kids became involved in the music, playing these instruments, I want them to have their own platform. And so we started twisting up the Zydeco music, and I like to call it Urban Kreyol music now.
All right.
All the politics and some of the turmoil that may be associated with Zydeco music, I don't want my kids involved with it.
All right.
And so that's what made me decide that I need to build another platform, because honestly, I thought I would have retired when COVID hit. Was the best thing happened for me. I thought I could stay home and be normal. My kids wanted a shot at playing music. They've been practicing since they could walk, so I couldn't deny them that. And so if we're gonna do it, I'm gonna build them their own platform. Urban Creole music, nothing negative.
Yes,
everything
sir.
positive.
Yes,
Everything Creole.
When did music first grab you?
From what I understand, it was probably at the age of 5. From what I was told, I started walking around singing a lot of Zydeco songs. I have an uncle. His name is David Singleton. He played a big part in pushing me. When he saw the talent that I had from a small child, he was an aspiring accordion player. He started putting me in the presence of all kind of legendary artists, and before you knew it, I was extremely gifted. I taught myself all these instruments. I started playing with people like Keith Frank, Chris Hardwin, all kind of legendary people, Zydeco Force, and here I am now, product of all of those guys that inspired me as a kid, you know.
All right. So you would say that your uncle would be like your biggest influence?
Oh yeah, definitely. I don't get to talk about my uncle a lot. I never talk about him because people never really get in this kind of depth like what you getting into with me. I never talk about him, but if it had not been for him, I don't think I would be playing music. I mean, it was in me already, but he helped give me a boost. My uncle made it possible for me to be in the presence of all kind of people that I would have never met, probably till later in life, and he was the biggest influence for me.
All right. What's your personal connection to the Creole culture, food, language, and the people?
Well, my grandparents, my parents, everybody in my family is natural born Creole people. Being raised up in the country or on a farm, if you want to call it that, was very instrumental in who I am today. You know, a lot of people they are Creole people, but it's not many people get to say that they were actually brought up in places like this and had the real experience. Um, if you listen to all my albums, all the inspiration comes from years and years of being out here. And that's why I'm so adamant about when people say Creole this, Creole that, half of it I don't take serious because half of these people never even been on a farm.
Right.
They never had to live off the land. They never walked barefooted down a gravel road. They never jumped from the rooftops of barns, chased chickens, picked blackberries, been around French-speaking people. This is stuff that they heard. And once a lot of people find out that being Creole or putting Creole on the front of anything right now is the biggest business that I've ever seen in a long time.
All right.
For me, it's not business. This really a culture. Leading into the Urban Kreyol Band, if you notice, I don't spell Creole the way people spell it. I spell it different.
Yes, sir.
Creole with a C, to me, it's a business. Creole, the way I spell Creole with the Urban Kreyol Band, that's the culture.
All right. How do you blend the old school Creole feel with the modern touch?
I started dibbling and dabbling into playing songs which are waltz, and I always wanted to find a way to influence, or as I would say, trick the younger people into liking these songs. Nobody now wants to hear. So I start twisting these songs up and putting an up tempo to them. These youngsters right now, they never realize that they dancing to a song from 1960.
All right.
They think it's something fresh, but it's really an old song. The roots is in there. They just don't realize it until later on, and they know something, they like it. You know?
Who's all in the Urban Kreyol Band? Tell us who do what and what each member bring to the mix.
I have my bass player. His name is Ronald Blake Carrier from Church Point. This dude come from a legendary family, the Carrier family, legendary in Zydeco music, all types of music. And he came in, it just so happened, he wasn't playing with a band when I met up with him. I've been knowing him for years, and I could never figure out why he would never stay with a band, but come to find out he was a lot like me. He was looking for something different, looking for something he can feel. And so Ronald came in at a crucial point, and he's really, really a main character in my band. Mr. Jonathan Marlbrew, he's from Chautauqua, Louisiana, come out of the church. Extremely good musician, also another Creole person.
All right.
He been with me for years, some years. He been there, and he's really almost like the backbone of the band right now at this point. I have Mr. Aaron Laws on drums. He's a younger guy, but he comes from a legendary family.
Right.
And he's another one. It was just the chemistry. I done had a lot of band members in my day, but you can get the best of the best. But if the chemistry is not there, it won't work. And
Yes,
he's
sir.
one of them cats that came in, chemistry was there. Mr. Kendall Fuselier, he's my scrub boy player. He's from Leonville, another Creole person. He been around the music since he could walk. Just popped up, came in. Let's see, we missing somebody. Oh, my oldest son, he's 14 years old. He been playing the guitar since, been walking around with a guitar since in Pampers.
All right.
Him and my youngest son, Antonio, they pretty much play everything.
All right.
They in the band, and this is really about them.
All right.
It's really about them. I have Mr. Greg, he's from Ville Platte. He's a keyboard player. He just joined, he come out of the church, another great guy, great guy. And that's what make the Urban Kreyol Band, just a bunch of great Creole guys. And I didn't make it a point to go out and look for Creole people. These cats just popped up. I really wasn't looking for a band.
All right.
It just popped up. Sometimes you have to just let great things come to you.
Yes, sir.
And that's how this happened with the Urban Kreyol Band.
Yes, sir. Now, what's all the instruments you played?
I was Keith Frank's guitar player for maybe 3 years. I was Chris Hardwine's bass player for 3 or 4 years. I was a drummer for many years. So I pretty much, anything on the Zydeco bandstand, I'm pretty much got my hands into it. And that's been for 30 plus years now.
All right. What's the vibe like when y'all perform? Is it planned out or all energy?
No, we never. That's one thing most people that ever play with me know. I can't make a song list. I never could do that.
All right.
I play off a feeling. I'm able to look at who I'm playing for, and I can pretty much pinpoint what's gonna make a move. And being so versatile, the band that we have is so versatile. I can go to the retirement home and play, but then again, I can go to a hip hop club and play.
All right.
Being able to switch up like that, and that's what carried me. I think my band and we've been overseas, everywhere in the country. We done been around a lot, and I think that's one of the biggest reasons. You know.
All right. What? Let's see. Describe the Urban Kreyol sound in 3 words.
Different for sure. Something you can feel. We're not just up there playing notes. You definitely can feel it. And last but not least, it's authentic. Everything that I'm singing about, I'm actually living it.
All right.
Yeah. Hey, if anybody want to know anything about me, I have 7 albums out. You listen to the lyrics of every song, you're gonna learn everything you want to know about me without me even telling you.
All right. Now you got a new live album.
Yes, Wayne Singleton Live. This is the first album that the Urban Kreyol Band is a part of. And people been asking me to do a live album for years. And it was great to be able to do that with my kids, you know, and with this set of guys here, not taking nothing away. Every band member I ever had was awesome for over 20 years. I'm one of the luckiest guys in the business for being surrounded by such great guys for so many years. It's just so happened this band here came in and they ended up on a live album, and everything is as is. We didn't go back and fix anything or tweak anything. It is raw. It is us.
All right. Life on the road. What's it really like going to city playing Zydeco shows?
Man, I love it. To see how people embrace our culture and place so much value on the music in our culture is awesome. To be so well accommodated, to be able to fly in and out of cities and states like that, is an honor. To know that people have that much respect and hold us in that type of high regard, is unbelievable. And mostly to be able to show my kids that this place is bigger than just Louisiana. What they have is really valuable. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. Sometimes it can get tiresome in going in and out of these airports. That's why I wanted to retire. But at the end of the day, it's all worth it. When you see the smile on people's faces, see them dancing and willing to take pictures and wanting to meet you, is unbelievable.
What's a city that you wouldn't expect to get love from?
Well, when I went overseas to Europe for the first time years ago, I was like, this is gonna be weird. And to step off the plane and get treated like royalty and people looking at you like you're royalty was unbelievable. So overseas was always nice, as well as here in the States. Everywhere in the States is great, but I wasn't expecting that type of embracing way abroad like that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think that they listen
It's
to it.
unbelievable. It's like you're literally royalty. They just starstruck, and I'm like, what? I'm not used to that.
How hard is it keeping a live band together in today's music era?
For the younger artists coming up, it's gonna be extremely hard. But for a guy like me, I've been in it so long. I done built up a reputation for being fair, being straight up. And like I said before, I don't go looking for band members. They come. Great things just come. And for me, it's easy, and I never had a problem. Unfortunately, we're running short of musicians. So the younger artists that's starting bands now, they're having a lot of trouble.
Right.
But myself, I've taken so many people that never played an instrument a day in their life and made musicians because I had to have them. When you're able to do that, it kind of take a load off. But today's band leaders, most of them can only play one instrument. Not everybody can play multiple instruments and say, okay, I'm gonna take this young man and teach him. I'll make myself a guitar player with him or a bass player. So I was lucky in that aspect.
Okay. What's the toughest part about being an independent Louisiana artists right now?
Learning and understanding the business part. Everything costs. If you don't have um some type of other revenue besides playing music, it's extremely hard. Guys like myself, I've been into so many things for so many years, and I was coached by so many great people to where I set myself up to where I financially support my band myself. So I'm able to pay for my own studio time. Therefore, I'm able to own my own music. Nobody got me to sign anything. And at the end of the day, they own my rights or this and that. And I was able to set my business up to where I'm 100% CEO, and I was able to support it financially myself. For most people, that's not the case.
Right.
It's just a matter of I'm gonna play music and that's it, and it don't always work. This business don't promise anybody success. You
Right.
can go 20, 30 years of losing your behind off before you actually see a penny. And it's not many people have the money just to put out like that.
Facts.
And so, yeah, I've been lucky like that, man.
How do you stay relevant and promote yourself in a world ran by social media and streaming?
Um, I have a guy in my band that handles all my social media, really. But for me, waking up and being out here every day is the biggest push for me because it's hard to find anything authentic now. And I'm not just pointing out nobody. Most Zydeco artists today, they, like I said, they never step foot in a place like this. They can sing about it, you heard about it, but to wake up every day, people see me every day. Or if you go on my page, my social media page, I'm out here every day, getting tossed up by a cow or getting ran over by something or training animals. This is the ultimate Creole experience. So the world is starving for that. If they wanted an R&B singer or anything like that, they'll go on BET or somewhere and find it. But to find an actual Zydeco artist that's really living that life out here is very rare. So people tend to gravitate towards what I'm playing and what I'm doing because not many people really get to see an actual person that just woke up and came from all of this hollering from cattle and all this stuff. So just being authentic itself set me apart from a lot of them.
All right. What's a regular day like for you?
I wake up in the morning at 5. I've been with the school system 22 years.
All right.
That's one of the plans I had years ago. I was coached by a guy named Robbie Robinson. He had the band Zydeco Force, legendary. And I used to follow him around, and he used to work for UPS, and he told me, if you ever start a band, you need to plan now. You need insurance, you need retirement, you need this. Zydeco don't promise you that. In order to financially support what you're doing, you need that. And if you plan on having a family, you need that. And here I am all these years later. I'm just 44, and if I wanted to, I can retire.
Facts.
I had to set myself up. And so, yeah, that's how that came about, man. It's all about having a plan for me that made it possible.
All right. How important is it to understand the business side, booking, publishing, merch, and all that?
It's very important. Most Zydeco artists for years got ripped off. They got people still making money off of Zydeco artists that have been dead years now. They didn't know any better, and it leads back to what I was saying about having money to put behind yourself. Studio guy can come up to you and say, oh yeah, we want to record you. Well, how much is it gonna cost? Well, it ain't gonna cost hardly nothing. You see, just sign this. You just signed your rights over. It might have not cost you nothing right then and there, but these people gonna make money off of you way after you dead.
Facts.
And their great grandkids and grandkids gonna be making money off of you. So if you don't know the business, oh yeah, you getting in a great studio, but if anything pop off, you're not getting paid.
Yes, sir.
And you don't own it. So you gotta know the business. Most people don't take time to learn it. By the time they decide to learn it, it's too late. Then they want to try to sue somebody. It's nothing you can do. That's your signature on these papers that you didn't read because you didn't understand business. And so the modern day Zydeco artist now is starting to get up on game with that, and it's starting to look a lot better now. And we trying to educate some of these youngsters that want to listen. But you can bring a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
Yes, sir.
And in a lot of cases, it's sad because songs go big and make hundreds and maybe thousands of dollars. you don't see a penny from it if you never had your business straight.
That's it.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing about Lewisburg?
Man, it's quiet. Other than these cattle hollering, it's extremely quiet. You get to have a peace of mind. And I'm always down to reality and down to earth. This is a reality check for me every day. When I wake up, I never can forget where I come from because I'm still here.
Right?
It's definitely a reality check.
That's a good answer. What's your favorite song to perform and why?
I have so many. Honestly, bro, I don't even listen to my own music.
All right.
I listen to so many different types of music, and I don't have, say, a favorite. Um, it's crazy. I don't have a favorite. I like them all, especially the ones that's telling them my story. I like them all.
All right. Was if you would turn your truck on right now, what song will be playing?
Probably some country music or something, some gospel music.
All right.
Not Zydeco.
All
It's
right.
crazy. I play it, but I listen to everything else, and that's where a lot of my ideas and inspiration come from as well.
All right. Do you got any record that hits home for you personally?
I have a song. It's actually on my live album. It's called Creole Way, and like I said, it just reminds me of where I'm at, where I come from, and where I'm at. It says the Creole way is how I'm gonna stay. So I guess until I die, I'm gonna be here.
All
I'm gonna
right.
be here, man.
You ain't got no choice.
No, I'm stuck. When I say stuck, I wouldn't have it no other way. I couldn't live in the city.
All right.
No.
What's one message you want people to feel when they hear your music?
I just want them to get a feel of where I'm coming from. Most people will never get a chance to come to a place like this. But if you listen to my music and listen to my story, I feel that people can get a sense of where I'm at
All right.
and what this music is truly about.
All right. How do you see the next generation keeping Creole and Zydeco alive?
I have my fingers crossed. I have a lot of hope. There's a lot of great new artists coming up. All these young guys are awesome, and I have a lot of hope for them. And from the way it's looking pretty good. We starting to get through to a lot of them. Myself and a bunch of other artists that been playing for years, we starting to reach out and talk to these guys and lead them in the right direction. They may not have to go through some of the trials that we had to go through just to be successful, and it's looking really good. I'm really excited about all of the young artists that I'm seeing popping up right now.
All right. How often you go to Lafayette?
I try not to go too often. I like staying here in the country, but maybe 2 or 3 times a month, maybe. Going to Lafayette is almost like a field trip because I'm here in the country. I don't want to leave.
All right.
I hate going anywhere.
All right. Now, you if you're in Lafayette, you'll get something to eat.
Probably so.
All right.
Yeah.
Where you would go at?
I love Chinese food. I go in the oddest places, like on Pierce Street. I go to Stevens.
All right.
I love that. That's one of the places that I like for sure.
All right. What role do you think Lafayette, Lewisburg, and the 337 area play in Louisiana music culture?
The flavor of everything is from the 337.
All right.
I don't care what nobody say. The food, the music, the cultural swag from the younger generation. A lot of things start here that you never even hear about. When it gets big elsewhere, it's like, oh, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. The whole time, the 337 been on that.
Facts.
And don't get credit for it. You know, not that we looking for credit,
Facts.
but the way we are brought up around here, we automatically have swag. I think people just born with their own swag here, and by the time when the rest of the world finds out about it, it's the greatest thing ever, and we never get compensated. Nothing ever comes back to the 337 that originated here, that should be here.
Facts.
And that's just what I believe.
That's facts. If you could collab with any Louisiana artist, past or present, who would it be and why?
Oh man, it's so many of them. That's one question. That's a hard question. I don't know. It's so many. I love every artist from Louisiana. I like everybody. As far as Zydeco would go, man, I like them all.
All
Nate,
right.
Chris, Keith, that's all friends of mine. And to me, they legendary.
Yes,
All
sir.
of them, every last one of them. So I'm always looking to do something with them, for sure.
Yes, sir. What advice would you drop for young artists coming up right now?
Just have a plan. This stuff, you see the glitter and the gold of the music business, but nobody ever see the dark side. When you stepping into this realm, zydeco or any music genre, you need to know your business first and have a plan. Unless you just have a big briefcase of money, you need to have some kind of plan to support what you're trying to do, and always try to be different. It don't pay to have cheaper imitations of nobody. I never believed in being a carbon copy of nobody. I think people pay for authenticness. People pay for different, and you have to be yourself. If you got to go up there and pretend to be somebody else, that can't be a happy feeling.
Yes, sir.
No.
Yes, sir. What's next for Wayne Singleton and Urban Kreyol Band?
Well, I made a promise to my boss that I'm gonna take him to the Grammys.
All right.
That's what I want for him. Louisiana music, not just zydeco. Louisiana music should be mainstream.
Yes, sir.
It should have been mainstream, and a lot of times we sit down and point the finger at, well, these people it start with us.
Facts.
If we don't have unity as musicians and artists, black or white, Cajun or zydeco, R&B, swing out, if we don't have unity, we ain't gonna never be able to get to the next level. As long as we separated, we defeated. And that's how I see it. And until we can come together and get together, if you ask me, ain't no other flavor in the world like the flavor out here with music or food, anything. We pretty much the best at anything, and I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that.
Yes, sir.
They got to come here to get something good.
Yes, sir. And last, what's your message to the fans and everybody repping Urban Kreyol lifestyle?
Man, for all the fans, not just embracing the Urban Creole, but embracing anybody or anything that come from 337. You need to be open-minded. Support your local artists. Support your local journalists. Support people that's doing interviews like this.
Yes, sir.
Instead of trying to tear it down, you need to be sharing and liking.
Facts.
Coming out to functions. If you don't show up, people complaining about we losing clubs, we losing this, we losing that. But then as soon as we have something, you don't show up. Or as soon as we have something, you don't know how to act.
Yes, sir.
We need to get our act together and start supporting one another and make it next level around this whole 337 area.
And I appreciate you, Mr.
Oh,
Wayne.
man, I enjoy that, man. I can sit here and run my mouth all night, bro.
Like, comment, share, subscribe.